Hi, I'm Zrna Aničić and I work as content editor and Salesforce admin with Focus on Force. I started working with Salesforce back in 2016 when I first met Martin. And I didn't have experience with Salesforce. I didn't know the platform, but I had some IT background. I studied information sciences and I had years of experience in blogging. So the initial idea was to work on that part, to work with blog posts, sending newsletter. And, as I was working on that part, I was also spending some time on Trailheads. Every day I would complete Trailhead modules and get familiar with platform. And then slowly I started working with study guides and then later the exams and videos. So yeah, I thought, why wouldn't just I focus on that part on product and help others? So it was logical step to think of getting certified and get the confirmation that you know Salesforce. In the beginning, it was really overwhelming because Salesforce is so huge and it can take you to so many different directions from development, service, sales. I think that what kept me motivated was the community, how everything was helpful, how the trailheads are constructed to help people, to help you motivate you with every page that you get. I think that's what kept me motivated. Getting admin certification was a big confirmation that you know the stuff, that you understand Salesforce, the basic stuff, the general stuff. I would really compare it with finishing high school because, there's so much more to learn, but you have that first step covered and yeah, you can move forward from this point. All my knowledge was mostly theoretical. I didn't have experience on working on Salesforce projects. So some parts of it was just really challenging for me. And I think it was security and access part, role hierarchy, permission sets, profiles, and it can be overwhelming. So that part was most challenging, security and access, definitely. I usually start my day with coffee because that's just my fuel. And the first part of my day is just communication with my colleagues, sometimes for calls, just making sure that we're on the same page. What are the priorities for the day or for a week and what happened while I was sleeping. Then later, I think that's the most productive part of the day. It's my early afternoon. So that's the timing that I work on tasks, on study guide updates, on exams. And lately I work a lot on the videos. And the last part of the day, I spend communicating with our customers. I spend time on forums, page comments, and customer support. I check the email and when everyone's got their answer, that's when I'm done with my working day. Focus on Force was a big part of my studying journey. The study guides will give you all the necessary knowledge. Videos are super helpful. Reference links, all the screenshots from the dev work that you can recreate in your dev work. The official exams has questions that are written in certain way that can be really, really tricky. And you think you know the answer and then you read it twice and, oh, they are asking this. So Focus on Force has questions written in a similar way to make you really, really think. It's supposed to be that way because when you are prepared for questions like that, you won't get confused on the real exam. You will read it twice and yeah, you will know the right thing to answer. Yeah, it's really, really crucial for individual and for business to have great communication with customers because it's really important to earn the trust. And when customers have your trust, you will have a successful business. And it's also very important to have good communication with your coworkers and to be on the same page with everyone. And yeah, I think that's crucial to have a successful career and business. I would say just go for it. But when you decide to go for it, take a few months. Don't take 2 weeks or something. It's not enough. If you want to be really prepared for the exam, take 2 or 3 months. It's maybe possible that you will pass in a few weeks, but to really understand everything, it takes you time. So I would say just go for it. Dedicate some time every day to the certification. Even if you don't have enough time, take 15 minutes or something and, keep learning. If you fail the exam, don't quit, take an additional few weeks and it's not the end of the world. When you get there, the feeling will be great. So it's worth it.